Hello, Olympiad aspirants. Welcome back to the YouTube channel of F2S Olympiads classes. After completing the preparatory series of Silver Zone Mathematics Olympiad for grade 5, 6, and 7, we are going to start the preparatory series for Silver Zone Science Olympiad for grade 5th, 6th, 7, and 8. Here, we solve the comprehensive book of Silver Zone. Each question of every exercise will be well explained. Each chapter contains 40 questions, which is divided into two part videos of 20 and 20 questions for all four grades. Every week, we release one video of each class, that is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday for grade 8, 7, 6, and 5 respectively. To get the videos at your earliest, subscribe our channel and hit the bell button so that you can be ready for your Olympiad exam on time. And do share the video with your friends so that all the Olympiad aspirants can be benefited. And my one request is that please mention your feedback in the comment section. Actually, it means a lot for me and motivates me to make such videos. Thank you. Now let's start. We are going to solve the chapter 1 of grade 8. Okay, its name is crops and microorganism, and in this lecture we will solve questions from 1 to 20. Okay, so let's start solving the questions. Question number 1. Which one of the following is a rabi crop? So crop is divided into mainly two types, that is your rabi, another one is kharif. One is the rabi crop and another one is the kharif crop. ठीक है, तो rabi crop is cultivated from October to March. Okay, and kharif crop is cultivated from June to September. So there is the 2-month gap, that is your April and May. April and May, in these 2 months, the Jaid crop is cultivated. Okay, Z, actually the Jaid spelling is Jaid crop. Okay, so let's write some example of the rabi crop. So on example of the rabi crop will be your wheat, palm, pea, mustard, linseed. Okay, and the example of the kharif crop will be your paddy, that is also as rice. Okay, maize, soybean, groundnut, bajra, mango, spinach, etc. Spinach, etc. Okay, so these are the example of rabi crop and kharif crop. And like watermelon, all the melons, musk melon, all the melons are the example of jaid crop. So now let's read the options: millet, soybean, linseed, and paddy. So linseed is a rabi crop. You can see I have written it is in the example also. The first answer will be option C. Come to the question number 2. Cultivator is used for irrigation, transplantation, sowing seeds, or tilling. So tilling or plowing, this is the same process. ठीक है, tilling or plowing is the same process. So this is the picture of the cultivator. I have pasted here the picture of the cultivator, and by just seeing the picture of this cultivator, you can say cultivator can be used for tilling. Why? Because tilling is the first step of growing crops. And what will be the first step of growing crops? The process of loosening and turning of soil to bring the nutrient rich soil to the top of the surface. Okay. So that's why cultivator can be used for tilling purpose. The second answer will be option D. Come to question number 3. Which one of the following is incorrect about fertilizers? So a fertilizer is a salt or an organic compound. So it is correct. Fertilizer can be salt, or some fertilizers can be organic compound also. A fertilizer is obtained by the decomposition of animal waste and plant residue. No. If we take this matter to increase the fertility of the soil using the animal waste and residue, then it is manure, not the fertilizer. Fertilizer is the chemical product. Okay. So this is wrong. A fertilizer provide a lot of humus to the soil? No. Humus is provided by the manure. Okay. So this is also wrong. Most of the fertilizers are soluble in water. So yes, fertilizers are soluble in water. So 2 and 3 is the incorrect one, and it is available in the option B. So third answer will be option B. Okay. Come to question number 4. Which system of irrigation among the following is most suitable for uneven land? So if the land is uneven, okay, if the land is uneven, then which type of irrigation system will be useful there? So I have pasted the pictures of all the systems in the option. Dhekli system. So what is Dhekli system? So when there is a man, they just take out water from the well and throw it, and this water can go in the field. So this is the Dhekli system. Okay. Second one, this is the sprinkler system. Using the sprinkler, we can water any type of the land, any type. If the land is uneven also, then we can sprinkle the water and irrigate the land. Okay. This is your third one is your drip system. So what is drip system? In the drip system, there is a main pipe, and in the main pipe, the small pipes are connected, and one end of this small pipe is kept at the root of the plants, so that when the water flows in the main pipe, the using this thin pipe, the water can reach to the root of the plant. Okay, so this is the drip system. Drip system. And fourth one is the Rahat system. So Rahat system, in this we just take out water from the well using some animal. It can be buffalo, it can be ox, any animal. So we use the animal. When this animal rotates around this path, then the water just come out, enter into the well and come out, and it can be thrown so that field can be watered. Okay. So this is the Rahat system. So uneven land, for the uneven land, the most suitable system is the sprinkler system. So fourth answer will be option B. Okay. Come to question number 5. Winnowing is done with the help of. Actually, winnowing is the process of separating the grains with the husk. Okay. And you know, husk's weight is comparatively very less than the grain. So that's why we use air. We use air, and when we just throw this husk mix grain towards the ground, so what happened? All the grains just settle down here, and due to the light weight of the husk, it just go away and settle there. Okay. So that the grain and the husk both can be separated easily. So winnowing is done with the help of wind. We need wind to separate the grain with the husk. The fifth answer will be option B. Question number 6. Match the following. Sowing. What is sowing? Sowing means sowing of seeds. When we just put the seeds under the ground, then it is known as sowing the seeds. So sowing the seeds can be done using seed drill, and this is the example of seed drill. This is your seed drill. Okay. Seeds are just poured into these boxes, and when this tractor moves, then the seeds can be dropped near the ground in this way. Okay. And your seed can be sowed in this way. So one will match with the seed drill. Irrigation. Irrigation is the watering of the plant, and we already just studied it in the earlier question. This is your drip system. Drip system is the method of the irrigation. Weeding. Weeding means the extra plant, the unnecessary plant present in the field are known as weeds, and those weeds need to be removed from the field so that your plants can get more fertile land, more fertile soil, as well as the sunlight can reach on your plants properly. So weeding can be removed using the weedicide. Weedicide kills the weeds only. It does not harm your plants. And butachlor is a weedicide. So weeds can be removed using butachlor. Okay. Next is your harvesting. Harvesting means cutting or collecting the plants which you have grown in the field after maturing it. So harvesting can be done using sickle, and this is the example. This is the picture of the sickle. Okay. So by matching this, you can just see 1C, 2D, 3A and 4B. It is in the option number C. So sixth answer will be option C. Question number 7. Broadcasting. So broadcasting is the method of spreading seeds. Okay. After the tilling or plowing of the field, we just put seeds on the ground. So broadcasting is the process of spreading the seeds or sowing the seeds by hand only. So option B will be the correct answer. Seventh answer will be option B. Question number 8. Bacteriophage is a virus who needs bacteria to survive. Okay. Bacteriophage is the virus who needs bacteria for their survival. So that's why eighth answer will be option C. Question number 9. Next step after harvesting the crop is, so harvesting the crop means cutting of crop or the collecting of crop. So after collecting the crop, our next step will be removing the grains from the plants. Okay. So this can be done by threshing. Threshing is the process of beating the grain stalk on some hard substance so that all the grains just come out and the stalks can be separated from it. So that's why after harvesting we will do threshing. So ninth answer will be option B. Question number 10. A combine machine help in. So I have put the picture of the combine machine. Actually, combine machine is the combination of harvesting, threshing and collecting all the grains. Means all the process can be completed using only one machine. So with this part, this tractor just cut the matured crop and this can be collected here. Here it is separated from the grain stalk, and after separating from the grain stalk, it is just collected in the reservoir or in the basket. Okay. So combine machine help us in harvesting the crop, threshing the crop and winnowing the crop. It means all of the above. So 10th answer will be option D. Okay. Come to question number 11. And before starting to solve this 11th question, subscribe to our channel so that you can get all the videos on time. So you can get the notification when I post the video, and you can just complete your syllabus on time. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Okay, now let's start the question number 11. Gunny bag method is used for. So this is the gunny bag. These are the gunny bag. So we use gunny bag to store the food grains. Okay. The 11th answer will be option D. Question number 12. Leguminous crop enriches the soil with leguminous crop. Those are all the pulses. Legumes means the pulses. And these crops have one bacteria in its root that is known as rhizobium bacteria. And this bacteria has the tendency or has the ability to capture environmental nitrogen, and they can store this nitrogen in the soil. Okay. So leguminous crop enriches the soil with nitrogen. So 12th answer will be option B. Question number 13. Fertility of soil can be increased by. Fertility of soil can be increased by crop rotation, adding manures, adding chemical fertilizers, all of the above. Because you need to do crop rotation to increase the fertility. By first, if you just grow the legumes, so in the when you just grow the legumes, in the leguminous plant's root there is the rhizobium bacteria, and it can enrich the soil with the nitrogen, and this nitrogen cannot be completely used by that plant only. So when you rotate the crop, means after legume, if you put some other plants like paddy or something else, so paddy can use this nitrogen in their growth. Okay, so that's why crop rotation is the best way to increase the fertility of the soil. And if the soil is in deficient with any type of nutrient, then we can add manure also. And if there is any specific deficiency, then we can use the fertilizers also. So all of the above, in all the way we can increase the fertility of the soil. 13th answer will be D. Question number 14. Special festival in India associated with the harvest seasons are Pongal. It is the harvest season, and Pongal is celebrated in Kerala. Okay, Pongal is celebrated in Kerala. Bihu is celebrated in Assam. Baisakhi is celebrated in Punjab. So we can say all the festivals are the harvest festival. So 14th answer will be option D. Question number 15. Silos are used for. The silos are used for storing the grains. Actually, silos are made at the large scale so that we can keep the huge amount of grains. For if there may be any drought or there may be any natural disaster, so that we cannot grow crops, so we can use these reserved crop. Okay, this is well structured so that it cannot touch the ground and it cannot absorb the moisture, and all the grains can be kept in airtight container and can be kept it for a very long time. Okay, so this is the picture of silos. So answer will be your C. 15th answer is C. Question number 16. Which leaves are used to protect stored grains from insects and microorganisms? So we use neem leaves. Actually, the taste of the neem leaves is not very good. That's why we use neem leaves to protect the grains from the insects and microorganisms. Question number 17. Which one of the following is commonly known as malarial parasite? So malarial parasite, Plasmodium is the malarial parasite because due to the Plasmodium protozoa only, malaria can be spreaded. The 17th answer will be option C. 18th question. Which one among the following is useful microorganism? Salmonella typhi. Salmonella typhi. Salmonella typhi is responsible for the typhoid, so it cannot be useful bacteria, है ना? Next is the rhizobium. Rhizobium fixes the nitrogen inside the soil, so that's why it is the useful bacteria. Lactobacillus. Lactobacillus converts milk into curd, so we can say lactobacillus is also useful bacteria. And rhinovirus. Rhinovirus also is responsible for disease. So this is also not a good virus. So we can say 2 and 3. So option B will be the correct answer. 18th answer is option B. Okay. Question number 19. Fermentation refers to the conversion of. So fermentation refers to the conversion of sugar into salt, sugar into alcohol, sugar into cellulose, or sugar into water. So sugar into alcohol. Okay. Fermentation is responsible for the sugar into alcohol. So 19th answer will be option C. Question number 20. The process of loosening and turning the soil is, it is known as plowing. है ना? In the very first question, the same question was asked. In the second question, plowing. The process of loosening and turning the soil so that the nutrient-rich soil can come in the top side of the surface. This process is known as plowing. So 20 answer will be plowing. Okay. The rest 20 question we will solve in the next video. So don't forget to subscribe so that you can get the next video also. Okay. And don't forget to watch all the videos for your proper preparation of the Olympiad exams. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video completely. I want to share one more information with you, which can boost your Olympiad preparation. Actually, we are going to launch Olympiad courses on our app F2S Olympiads classes. You can download it from the Play Store. These courses are available for the subject Maths and Science for grade 2 to 8. In this course, you will find all the Olympiad related study materials, chapter-wise question paper, and test series for the complete syllabus. Using this app, you can check the level of your Olympiad preparation as well as you can gear up your study. Go and download this app and check the courses. It is available at very nominal cost. And if you have any doubt related to the worksheet explained or about the app, you can write your doubt in the comment section. I will definitely answer it. Thank you.